Everything is sugar now.
Crumble just released dirty sodas in a handful of locations. I drove 4 hours to get all these.
186.
I don't know what's been going on with the food and drinks lately, but it feels like everything has gotten sweeter and sweeter. Like America's food regulations for what they let pass is probably as easy as finding an Asian person in Chinatown. Take a look at what goes into our food in America. The double layered large smash burgers dunked in oil, that's like the average lunch for an American. Red 40 that's linked to cancer? Yeah, why don't we actually put that in all our candy, our drinks, and might as well put that in lipstick too. Coffee that's pumped with extra sugar, extra caramel, and extra cream? That's just part of your normal breakfast. The unhealthiness of all these sugary drinks has gotten so bad where it's become like a normal thing, and almost every restaurant has their own signature sweet drink. Like when you look at a coffee menu now,
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm from Australia, but I went to the USA when I was younger. Honestly, I was like hooked. Like I went to every fast food place, had all the desserts, everything. Dude, I don't know what it is. I just felt absolutely, I was young as hell. Like you're meant to feel energetic when you're younger. Hell no. I felt so fat, felt so oily, felt like always hyper on sugar. Like everything was sweet in America. And honestly, I'm saying America, but like I feel like it's kind of everywhere. Like every Western country, Australia is the same thing, bro. Everything has sugar in it. And honestly, I feel like sugar is like more addictive than heroin. Like it's in everything. You don't realize you're addicted until you try to cut it out, and then you start actually getting like withdrawals. Like everything starts tasting disgusting and not sweet, and like you're used to sweetness. Sweetness is the new normal, and then when you don't have sweet stuff, it tastes terrible. And I feel like everybody's addicted to it without actually realizing it, and you can't get away because every food that you really want or like is filled with it, and it's terrible.
You're gonna get handed a list of every single drink being a different color of the rainbow. And of course, they're all at a minimum of 600 calories and 60 grams of sugar. Black coffee has died out. I haven't seen people drink black coffee in like forever. And
hey, he hasn't seen me. I love my black coffee, guys. And honestly, I feel like everyone should be drinking black coffee. If you go to Starbucks, you're eating like the Rainbow Unicorn Frappe, whatever the fuck they have these days. Like, firstly, it costs a fuck ton. Secondly, it's filled with so much sugar. I feel like, I don't know how some people get away with it. If I were to have the drinks that some people have, the amount of calories in a drink that doesn't even fill you up is insane. And you know what? That is a big explanation for why people are so obese these days, because nobody actually understands the calories that they consume, especially with with the rise in sugar in everything. And also when you have like a drink, like a rainbow fucking frappe or whatever, that thing has so many calories. I've seen like this picture of like an Oreo milkshake in an American drink, like from Dunkin' Donuts or something. I have no clue. It had like over 1,000 calories. That is insane. Most people, the average is like 2,000 calories daily. You're drinking half your daily intake. You're not getting no nutritional value. You're getting diabetes, like most likely. It's insane the drinks that legally can be sold. I feel like there definitely should be regulation. I know I'm yapping too much, but I'm passionate about this.
I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't like the taste of coffee. Caffeine is naturally very bitter. But lately, a lot of these cold brews and espressos taste pretty good. And that's the problem. Because if it tastes good to me, that means they put in a bunch of sweeteners to mask out that bitter taste. Yep. Nowadays, the ingredients in a normal coffee is made out of everything you would see in a dessert. And nothing's wrong with getting a dessert or satisfying your sweet tooth every now and then. But people drink coffee on the daily. And to the consumer, they don't see coffee to be the dessert. Because it's just their normal morning coffee to start their day. It's not clocking to them.
It's insane to me. It's like, imagine starting your day with a fucking rainbow frappe, whatever it is, or just like even a normal coffee with just the extra pumps of sugar and all that stuff. You're already like 400 calories into the day with just a drink that is not going to fill you up. And people don't realize like calorie intake is what leads to weight gain or weight loss. If you have a certain amount of calories per day, like everyone has a metabolic rate of the amount of calories they burn per day, right? If you eat above that, you're going to gain weight. The extra calories get converted to mass, like fat. If you're below that daily average, you're going to lose weight. Your body's going to burn the fat or muscle, depending on like your body fat composition, and it's going to use that for energy, right? The thing is, the body puts on weight over time from an average increase or like surplus over that like base metabolic rate, right? If you're on average having this little drink, oh, it's harmless, I eat 2,000 calories per day, but they're not counting that fucking rainbow frappe or whatever, or that coffee with extra pumps of syrup, right? They think, oh, Yeah, I'm tracking my calories. I'm eating 2,000 per day. I'm doing good, right? They don't count that. That's 400 calories extra. 400 calories per day on average. I think you're going to gain weight, maybe like a pound every so often. I don't know the exact rate, but calories are so precise. Like if you're not counting these, this could be a big explanation why people say I count my calories and I don't lose weight, because they don't count stuff like this. They don't realize if you're eating 300 calories over per day, you're going to gain weight, and it's going to be consistent gain for a long time.
Making drinks people actually order.
What is this? 12
Are
pumps?
we serious right now? 12 pumps of caramel syrup and 12 packs of sugar? What kind of Jabba the Hutt order is this? No wonder why America is reported to have 42% of US...
42% is fucking nuts. I don't even want to know the percentage, like probably 40 years ago. Like a generation behind, 30 years ago. Probably nothing like this.
Adults being obese and 12% having diabetes. And these restaurants are in this competition to raise these percentages. McDonald's recently came out with their new line of dirty sodas, which are sodas added with a bunch of cream and sweeteners. The lineup includes Sprite Berry Blast, Strawberry Water Refresher, Dirty Dr. Pepper, Mango Pineapple, Blackberry Passion Fruit, and last but not least, the Orange Dream. And don't get fooled by the fruity names thinking they're healthy, because the Orange Dream might sound like a dream until you look at the 91 grams of sugar it has.
That's fucking crazy. 91
This single
grams?
drink has enough sugar to fill in today and most of tomorrow's daily value. Theoretically, you should...
I actually don't think it's real. Like, I don't think it's actually real people. Like, I don't think real people actually drink that. I actually cannot imagine in my head someone going to McDonald's and ordering that drink and drinking that entire thing. Especially when, okay, people, this is like a big controversial issue, but people don't like 0 calorie, like no sugar drinks. They think the artificial sweeteners, even though time and time again in meta-analysis after meta-analysis prove that they have no harmful effects when taken in like reasonable doses of like, you're not having 20 drinks per day. Okay, I drink a lot of Pepsi Max. Let's not talk about that. Okay, but they would rather have this orange fucking drink with 91 grams of sugar that doesn't fill you up, that literally is so many calories, instead of having a Pepsi Max with no sugar because the artificial sweetness. I think that's also a big problem. People need to, like, they need to get their priorities straight. Do you want diabetes or do you want artificial sweeteners that have no effect on your body?
only drink half the cup today and drink the other half tomorrow. And if you want to fill up your daily value of sugar, just eat like a raisin or two or something. Or you could just not get the drink at all and eat another sweet thing. Because there's other options that taste better and have less sugar than the Orange Dream. You could eat 3 original Krispy Kreme donuts and still have less sugar. You could eat 4 scoops of vanilla ice cream and it still has less sugar. The Orange Dream is just not worth it to be consuming 91 grams of sugar for it. And it's crazy how this drink isn't even that bad. There's other drinks that we'll go over that's gonna wash the
God, I'm from Australia, we don't have crumble. When I see the calories and sugar in crumble, it makes me angry how it's even fucking allowed. I'm sorry, how does the US allow this stuff?
Remember, the ice drink isn't even that bad. There's other drinks that we'll go over that's gonna wash the 91 grams of sugar. Remember the Ice Spice drink in 2023?
You thought I was feeling you?
The ingredients had about 5% water and ice, and everything else was made to speedrun diabetes. There was a leaked recipe for the Ice Spice Munchkins drink, and it feels like I'm gaining weight just reading this, but here's how to make it. 6 pumps of cane sugar, cream, 3 pumps of coffee syrup, 3 spins of caramel drizzle, 3 swirls of whipped cream, and the cherry on top, donut holes. Yeah, they blended up donut holes in the drink. You could make a drink out of blended uranium and it still might be healthier than that. But also, what?
I just can't. I don't understand how people order that. Okay, me, if I want to enjoy myself, I'm not going to order this freaking drink that has so many calories. Like, wouldn't you just rather have like a slice of cake? Like, think of your favorite dessert. Think genuinely of your favorite dessert right now. You could have that instead of that drink and have less calories and it'd be healthier. And then you want something sweet, you want a sweet coffee drink afterwards? Put some no sugar, put some stevia in there. 0 calories. Tastes the same. Like, are we being for real, man?
Why would you want blended donuts in your drink? Donuts have the same texture as bread, so I feel like having these clumpy bits of donut holes in your drink is going to taste like baby food.
Disgusting,
anyway,
man.
The total amount of sugar in this drink is estimated to be 130 to 150 grams of sugar, which is about 300% of your daily value. So theoretically,
how is that allowed? 300%.
you should only drink a third of the cup for 3 days. But again, this isn't even the worst of it, because we have a new competitor with Crumble Cookie. Crumble Cookie is known to be a very unhealthy food spot, mainly serving their cookies. Each of their cookies easily push close to 1,000 calories with 30 grams of sugar. It does have 2 grams of protein though. Maybe it's for the gym bros who want to bulk. But recently, Crumble decided to step into the beverage space by launching their own version of the dirty sodas on
Don't tell me, bro, please.
May 4th, 2026. And it's the exact same things as the McDonald's dirty sodas, except that there's more options and of course, way more sugar.
Crumble.
has a new line of sodas called Dirty Sodas with over 46 flavors, if I counted correctly. Add a soda of your choice, and you have an unlimited option of syrups, purees, and creams, which can top up to 186 grams of sugar,
disgusting.
just like this Crazy Cousins ones. It has a whole can of Red Bull, some other cream, some
Oh god, yeah, just mix a heart attack and diabetes in a cup. There you go. Enjoy. Give me money now for giving you that privilege, bro.
other syrup, 840 calories.
Is that a visualization of it too? Oh, imagine just getting all of those freaking cubes of sugar and just biting down onto them. That's in that one drink. That's insane. Just imagine just scooping sugar into your mouth. I can't imagine it, bro.
And it's equivalent to either 5 cans of Coke or 19 Krispy Kreme donuts.
A line is healthier. Yeah, I just want to put this comment here because it actually made me laugh, but Mino's not wrong. A line is probably healthier than a drink like this. Matter of fact, why does this drink even exist? I don't know how exactly it is in other countries, but doing a little bit of research, this does seem to be like an American problem. Food in the United States in general typically has more sugar content compared to its UK and European counterparts.
That's true.
And this is because they have laws that either limit sugar in food and beverages or at least have a tax on them. For example, Dr. Pepper in the US has 36 grams of sugar, but in the UK, it only has 24 grams. Dr. Pepper in the UK has a change in the ingredients with artificial sweeteners that doesn't count as sugar, but it still doesn't change the fact of how food and drinks have evolved to make everybody become a chud. In my personal life, I notice this when I go out to eat or drink. Just about a month ago, I was out with my friends at a concert. The artist performing was Charlie Puth. His music is more on the chill end and the audience was filled with a bunch of millennials, so it was pretty laid back compared to the other concerts I went to, but it was still fun nonetheless. But by the end of the show, it was already past 11 p.m. and we were all starving. We had to walk a mile back to where we parked in the freezing cold and all we wanted was something to eat. But nothing else was open other than food spots or bars, except for one dine-in restaurant that was close by, which was BJ's. BJ's is a restaurant that sells Americanized cuisines such as burgers, pasta, pizza, but they're known for their pazookies, which are warm cookie desserts added with ice cream on top. And I've seen a bunch of ads.
They'll get you. It's crazy. Those little tiny like packed desserts where they're really dense, you don't think they're much. Oh my, the macros of them, insane.
About the Pazookie meal deal on social media. It comes with the entree and a Pazookie for $13, so I thought it was a perfect time to try it out. And when we got there, the waiter that served us was hella chill. We came close to closing and we were gonna get the food to go since they were closing soon, but he insisted that it was still cool if we dined in. And even though the service was top tier, I'm gonna be honest, the food was fucking terrible. The pasta I got was alright, but it didn't taste fresh. And the Pazookie looked good and sounded good, but I should have stuck with the basic sugar Pazookie, because the cookie and ice cream is already sweet enough.
Too much.
But when you order the strawberry cheesecake Pazookie, it's overkill. Because now you have the cookie, the ice cream, the strawberry syrup, and the whipped cream. One bite into that, I was already feeling sick. And then the waiter guy was so chill that he gave us a new Dubai chocolate Pazookie on the house, which again,
don't get me started, Dubai chocolate. It's just
very nice of him. But holy fucking sugar overload, bruh. My body was clocking overtime to balance out my insulin. Anyway, we gave the waiter a good...
And you know what as well? It's crazy how we made this problem for ourselves. Can you imagine 100 years ago, people like starving for food, right? Like, they could never imagine eating a meal that is so packed with sugar that you get sick of the taste of sweetness. That was like, imagine 100 years ago, these people would go crazy for like fruit, stuff that tasted barely sweet compared to what we have now. We created a problem where we pack so much sweetness into one thing that is too much for us. Like, you imagine, just, it's happened to me all the time. You order a dessert. You know, you don't get the plain thing. You get something kind of extravagant. You know, Biscoff, Oreos on top, everything, blah, 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 candy. And then it gets too much. It becomes too much, too sweet. Imagine, that's just a problem that we created for ourselves. And it's leading to our own destruction. Like,
rating on Google, but the meal itself was not good. And it sucks because I'm the one that suggested that spot to my friends and none of them enjoyed it either. So yeah, I'm sorry for giving you guys a bad BJ. I think it's too much to handle when you're getting BJs and it's too filling from all the sweet white cream from the ice cream. Everyone's sweet tolerance is different, so my experience with the Pazookie might not be the same as yours. But people's sweet tolerance has definitely gotten inflated with all the hype desserts that's been coming out. You might not even notice how numb you got.
Crazy. If you eat from the calories he showed before, he said 1,000 calories per cookie. If you eat crumble 2 cookies per like every week, like 2 cookies, if you eat perfectly fine for the rest of the week, like every day for that week, you eat perfectly fine. You just eat 2 extra crumble cookies. You add 2,000 calories. You ate 8 days worth of food in 7 days. You're going to slowly put on weight just from that. Not even slowly. Like, you're eating an extra 2,000 calories surplus every single week from 2 cookies.
sugar. Like if you ever tried eating chocolate with a naturally sweet fruit, you'll know what I mean. Because eating a fruit like watermelon is sweet on its own, but if you eat like ice cream or chocolate first, then take a bite out of the watermelon, it's gonna taste bland. And that's pretty much the sugar tolerance we've been slowly building more and more as products
100%.
come out more sweet. Keep in mind the daily value for a 2,000 calorie per day diet is 50 grams of added sugar, and every single one of these desserts are pushing the daily limit already, which is understandable, I guess, since it's a dessert. But like drinks nowadays have even more sugar than these desserts. The highest sugar Pizookie is the salted caramel Pizookie, which has 154 grams of sugar. But again, something like the dirty soda crumble cookie has up to 186. People can eat whatever they want, but the reality is eating unhealthy is not taking care of your body, and there's gonna be some health issues, side effects like looking like a chud. So I hope people are more aware about the sugar they're consuming, at least when it comes to the drinks. You just get a different mental note when you're drinking sugar compared to when you're eating it, because you could drink a can of Coke with 40 grams of sugar, and you're probably not gonna feel as much compared to when you eat ice cream with 40 grams of sugar. Obviously, you can't enjoy life without eating some sweets and eating some fast food either, but you need to find a right balance for when it's too much and when it's straight up just not worth eating.
But some people literally can't. It's impossible. Like some people literally can't. And you know what? It's like we build our own problems. We make our own problems. We feed so much sugar. We pack sugar into everything. Everything becomes so expensive that fast food, the stuff that's packed that makes us unhealthy, is like some of the most affordable things. And then you can't even shop healthy. You can't eat healthy groceries, and then you get obese, right? And then you have like the new age of peptides, where it's like having Ozempic. You know, you get fat from the food that it's all marketed towards you. It's a losing battle, and you get addicted to it, and then you can't lose it naturally, so you have to go onto the thing that's marketed to make you lose weight. Like it feels like everything is just designed to push everything to the limit, and that's leading to solutions to problems we really shouldn't have. Like Ozempic should not be as prevalent as it is. We did that to ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, like and subscribe. Thank you guys. If you made
W video, shout out to him. Let me know your comments below on if you agree with how sweet everything has become. Subscribe if you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.